In today's video, I'm going to be explaining to you guys the answer to one of the community's biggest questions and most frequently asked in the past week. Keep or sell? Now, it might seem pretty simple, but actually there are a lot of factors to take in, and I'm going to explain everything in this video, so make sure that you watch all the way to the end. Like, subscribe if you want to see more, and let's jump straight into it. So absolutely everybody in the FIFA community has been asking the question of whether to keep or sell a certain player. Well, in today's video, I'm going to explain everything for you. So starting on Monday, September 27th, it is the first official release date for FIFA 22. That is the Ultimate Edition release, and coming with Ultimate Edition is 4,600 FIFA points for every single person that bought it. You're talking about millions of people that will have FIFA points on their account and the ability to open packs. This in turn means that there's going to be a lot more supply on the market, but a lot more people are going to be richer too because they're going to be making a lot of coins from these packs. Maybe you only make 25k, maybe you only make 50k, but that is still 50k more than what you had before, and therefore price increases are going to be imminent. But during the FIFA point craze that will be going on, you will see cards dipping because that is exactly how it works. There's more supply, more people getting these players, there's going to be more on the market, and people are going to try and undercut each other, and you'll see some very low prices. So tomorrow on Monday, you will see the lowest prices yet. Now, why would I be telling you this? Well, if you are going to sell and you want to sell now in the 24 hours before the big market dip happens, I would recommend that if you do have any higher rated players, you could sell now and then try and trade up a bit tonight and get ready for tomorrow to buy at certain times. If you see a player that you think has hit his low or he's close to his low and maybe just started a rebound, make sure that you get into him, because I honestly don't think that we'll see lower prices than this until after the first weekend league. So why would this happen? Well, basically, like I said, there's going to be more supply. People will be doing a bunch of packs or doing a bunch of drafts, which in turn gives more packs, and they'll be listing those players up onto the market. And more supply means that there's not going to be as much of a rarity to a lot of cards, and that in turn means that a lot of lower rated cards will be going down for a big dip, but some will definitely rebound. So we're going to talk about that. I have a few examples that I can show you. Let's not ramble any longer. I'll kind of explain to you guys in more of a visual way from this point forward. So to show you my own transfer list right now, if you guys saw my last video on low budget trading methods, Areola was my guy for this week. And honestly, it's not the fact that he's not in demand anymore or that people don't want him, that he's down maybe a K or two in price. It's more of the fact that people's hours are running out right now and they don't need a starting French goalkeeper. He will rise back, he will bounce back, and he might dip a bit more going into tomorrow. But if you see him at a very low price, like around 2K, he will probably dip back up higher than that, because there are no French rare goalkeepers that are any lower than Areola's price. So if you see him dipping, I would definitely suggest to buy him, because he probably will bounce back up within days, because he's a great starter keeper. A lot of people have French squads, a lot of people have Premier League squads and might want to do a hybrid. It's just a very, very good card, cheap price, and one that will almost most definitely rise. Some other cards that I wanted to talk about too, for example, are cards like this Gabriel Jesus. We packed him the other day. I held on to him just for the one day and was wondering whether he would get affected quite a bit by this, but it seems like he has. Because he's 83, he will get packed a lot, and he doesn't have the best stats compared to recent years. There are a lot of players with better pace that play in the Premier League at striker this year, so his value might not be as high as it was in the past, but still a very, very good card. He could definitely dip down even more than 8k. He was about 11k a day ago, so being 8k now, he could dip down even more, but I'm not really sure how much lower he will go, and the rebound might not be that big. He might only rebound about 1 to 2k, just because of all those other options. A different example that I can use is Eder Militao. We packed him the other day from Hybrid Nations, was probably my best-selling player, and I decided to hold on to him for a few days because I wasn't sure if I was going to use him in my squad. I wasn't sure what I would do with him, but I saw his price going down quite quickly, and I thought that I might as well take the coinage now. If you guys have any higher rated cards or cards that are worth a lot of coins that might dip because of their rating, for example Militao, Lacroix, I would try and get out of those before the Monday, unless you want to hold on to these cards for another 1 to 2 weeks until you can take your profit then. So Militao is a great example of somebody who will probably bounce back quite easily, but I also think because he is lower rated, he won't bounce back quite as quick as somebody like Rashford or Conte, who is higher rated and obviously won't get packed as much as Militao. A great way to gauge how the market will react is just by looking at the footbin.com popular players page. So it's at footbin.com/popular, or you go to this player tabs up here and you go to popular, and you just click on it here, and it shows you every single player that's most popular right now. So for example, you can see that there are some low rated cards like Renato, like Martial, like Gomez, but then there's some high rated like Lukaku and inform like Vinicius. There's a very big selection of what is on this list. So to give you guys an example, Renato Sanchez is 80 rated. That means that he's going to be packed in many packs. He is 20k still, but he could dip a bit more, maybe towards 15k tomorrow within the next 24 hours, because it's going to be the Monday, and you might be able to buy him back, and I'm sure that he'll rise again because he's one of the most in-demand cards. He's a name that's out there from last year. Looks like he has very good stats and will be used in many other French league teams, with people using players like Ben Yedder or Jonathan David. You have people like Martial, who once again, he's 81, so he's definitely going to go down. He's only about 10k on Xbox, and I definitely can see him rebounding, but it probably will take a bit longer because there's going to be a lot more supply. But somebody like Lukaku, for example, is 88 rated. That means that he's not going to be packed as much, and therefore his rebound should be quite a bit quicker. And keep in mind that if you now have 50k from opening your packs from your FIFA points, you're going to be able to buy somebody like Gomez pretty easily. So if you want to get like a higher tier card or a mid tier card, somebody like Rashford is going to be a lot more viable. Werner will be a great card probably to get a rebound. People are going to be wanting to buy more higher tier cards, not necessarily the starter strikers that they were buying before, for example like Malin. Keep in mind, Malin could rebound, but I really doubt it because he's 80 rated. Somebody like St. Just though could rebound. I mean, he has the 91 pace, but that's about all he has going for him. He's 76 rated, and I really just don't see a rebound just because of how much supply he's going to have. It's kind of crazy. But somebody mid-tier like Mendy or like Militao will definitely have a rebound, but like I said, it might just take longer. So I think you guys get the concept now, but we just have to keep in mind that it's going to be like FIFA 21, where last year people were able to get 50k from division rivals and then go ahead and spend those coins, and a lot of players' prices inflated with that amount of coins being added to the market. So to wrap up this video, I think that keeping or selling is really up to personal preference. If you want to keep and hold on for another week, those players that you have should rise up, unless it's somebody who's like 76 rated, or maybe even somebody like Sanchez, who will probably drop in price and maybe not quite rebound to the point that he was at, just because they are that much lower rated. But if you have somebody who's higher in price or higher in rating, that means that they should be able to get a quick rebound and hopefully bounce back up, and it could rebound. So when on October 1st the game fully releases for standard edition as well, you might see once again a little bit more supply than usual, because people will be opening up welcome backpacks and maybe putting on FIFA points on their account, but they don't come with the 4,600 FIFA points that the Ultimate Edition does. So I would say that maybe you could be a bit concerned of a small dip on that day, but other than that, you should see smooth sailing of a rising market, just due to the amount of coins and the amount of players that will be in demand for the next week, especially because Weekend League does not start this upcoming weekend, because FIFA just releases right before then, but will instead be the next week. So it's about 2 weeks away roughly, on the next Friday. So hopefully that explained everything. If you guys have any more questions or want to ask me anything specific, you can join my Discord in the description below, or follow my Twitch, where I'll be live tonight, probably trying to get above 100k, maybe even up to 150k if we can, just trading things tonight. And if you guys also enjoyed the video, make sure that you like and subscribe, because I'm really enjoying FIFA 22 so far. I'm hoping that it keeps this way, and that the next few months and hopefully the rest of the year will be a fun time. So once again, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.